Welcome back. You are live with Expresso. Under half an hour left to save us, so let's do it in style. Now, let's get serious for a second here. Most businesses in South Africa use English as their primary language. But let's not forget that our country has 11 official languages. So Telkom wanted to live up to their brand promise, their proclamation of leaving no man behind. And this is why they have partnered with some very impressive and a very diverse group of African language influencers, if you will, to help reach and engage all South Africans on their Telkom Monate products. Powerful stuff indeed. And joining us in studio this morning are three of these epic influencers. I'm dying to know if they'll call themselves influencers. And they are making sure that even the most remote communities in this country are able to stay connected in a language that they actually understand. Please welcome DJ Brian Rekotso, Selby Mkhize, and Martha Leas Brog. I feel like this is like a boxing match, like we were stepping into. It was like one of those crazy influencer boxing matches. Yeah. Who do you think would win out of you guys?
Definitely Brian.
I don't know.
My money's on Selby.
Hey, my money's on Selby.
My money's on Selby.
And I'll be out on round one. So
I don't know so much. I don't know so much.
You could be the referee. It's fine. I'll box all by myself.
Influencers, welcome. Never mind that you've all got glittering careers in media and every other space. You are now influencers.
Yeah.
And influencing in a way that we should be influencing. This is where commercials and media should be meeting in this kind of space. Abusheni?
Aye.
Hey, welcome to it, my brother.
I have
no idea what you're saying, which is, but this is the whole point. We are speaking to each other in languages we don't understand. You are now being afforded the opportunity to connect with your people, your culture.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to be able to do this? And how has it been connecting with Monate in this way?
In fact, Block Cancer, the opportunity that I was given by Telkom in the first place, Kuba one of the influencers, speaking on radio, FM. It's very important that people hear you speaking in that language, and then you end up, telling them about, what this product is all about in the language that they understand. There's nothing better than that.
Completely. Well, you speak to a man's heart,
yes.
And I mean, we've got some famous quotes in this country about speaking to a man in their language.
Was it Madiba who said, you can speak in their language? Okay.
Exactly.
Nice.
Excuse me.
We have needed to stay connected. I'm in a situation now where my family's in the UK. Stuck there. I can't be with my children, and we are having to stay connected via video.
Horrible.
Thank goodness we have got connectivity, and Telkom have said no man gets left behind. They want to democratize. You've been focusing specifically on streaming, on staying connected at home, on education at home, which pretty much every child in this country has had to lean on. What has that journey been like for you, and why was connectivity such an important pressure point?
And I must say, by the way, I think everybody's an influencer. You always influence those in your sphere. Our spheres might just be a little bit larger. Theirs are huge. Selby specifically. But yeah, so I think in the end, speaking to someone in their own language is extremely important. We've got such loyal listeners at RSG. They love Afrikaans. We had Ukosi is our sister station, by the way, before I get to your point. And we had a crossover once and chatted to each other, and see our co-host was also a part of it. And it was so amazing to learn from each other's languages, and we interacted on Twitter with their followers and our followers. It was really so much fun, and I think extremely important.
Vital,
We did an interview last week about e-commerce and education for entrepreneurs, and the very low amount of access that entrepreneurs have to data to be able to achieve e-commerce. That's where the future lies. That's where job education lies.
For sure.
You said, for example, schools, extremely big issue. You think about basic rights as human rights, water and electricity. But then you think about data, and you think it's a stupid statement to say that's a right. It should be a right for a child to have access, for every child to have equal access to data. So you can't operate in this world and be successful and think of a future if you do not have access to data. And I think that is where Telkom comes in and says, I want to give you cheaper data, more accessible data, and the concept of monate. What is your monate? Also, not just education and earning a living, also connecting to people, you connecting to your family, connecting to friends and people. And I'm so glad they're here in Cape Town, like to have them here for a visit. But yeah, those are important things. And I could go online and ask followers, listen, do you know what monate means? Can you translate it? Because it's not really a word you can translate. It's like lekker.
It's a feeling, yeah.
You can't really.
It's
and it was amazing to get the
feedback.
feedback, how people say, I grew up in KZN, you know, I speak fluent Zulu and this is what it actually means. And, you know, Afrikaans people who didn't know saying, my monate is a chill cup of coffee in the morning.
You're helping them discover that.
Yeah.
So those are important issues.
Yeah.
Sylvia, I'm glad you're here in the person because you need to be seen in the person.
Yes,
You really do.
Larger
To get
than life.
The full appreciation. You look gorgeous this morning, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
You've been bringing it to the Zulu nation.
Yes.
How have the people been connecting to monate? What's the journey been like for you?
The journey has been absolutely incredible. It's been absolutely phenomenal. It's been fantastic. They've been enjoying each and every single part of it as well. The fact that they are now being able to understand the brand more, they are now to be, I mean, our job is to actually simplify as to exactly what we do on a daily basis. Yes, Telkom might come and just showcase or launch a new campaign, but our job is to simplify it and bring it to the people. The fact that they know that now that connectivity isn't such a hard thing for them anymore, because we do know that data is expensive, but with Telkom we bring it to the lowest prices ever, and we walk that journey with them, living them, not living them behind, leaving no man behind. I mean, we've just recently had the Telkom relief campaign whereby businesses were affected by the latest lootings that were happened in July, and Telkom stepped in to say, hey, we are here, we can give a helping hand with data.
100 gigs.
100 gigs.
Yeah.
For
That's
the next
how you keep
year.
a business running.
Yeah,
exactly.
and also give them money as well, just to, you know, like lift them up and so that they could continue. So it's been absolutely incredible.
I wish we had a lot of time to talk to all of you. You are all so impressive in your own right.
Thank you.
I know, man, I know. I just want to listen to your voice, that honey that drips off that tongue,
Yes,
man,
your-
that bass.
your-
Sure, that's going to be echoing in my head for the rest of the day. But ultimately what we're doing here is democratizing data, which is what needs to happen in this country. Thank you for being the amazing, epic influencers
Thank
that
you,
you are.
Bram.
We love you, and Telkom have promised to leave no man behind, to echo what our epic influencers have said, and they have delivered undoubtedly. So make sure that you follow all of Telkom's African language influencers for the latest Monates summer bargains, and there are some amazing ones. You can find it on social media using that hashtag Telkom Monate Vibes. Really easy to find. Let's all stay connected this summer, and we want to cross that digital divide and find our own Monate in the process.
When last have the three of us been together?
Let's do it.
We will be able to roll this out pretty much immediately.
I've got this.
You both better be on that plane tomorrow.
Our Monati keeps friendships flourishing with freebie SIM-only 6 gigs at $289 per month with loads of extras.